guys, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time visiting my channel, my name is Felix. I'm a YouTube content creator from Indonesia. Today I'm going to react to Me ARJ. Sorry if I'm uploading a little late, too late I think. It's like already past 2 days, but I just have the time because I'm busy with my other activities. But without further ado, let's just jump into the video and let's just see and check it out on Ultra Vegito loses his arm. This is interesting. So after he attacks Cedra of Universe 9, what'll he do and what makes him loses his arm? Is the angel successfully defeating Ultra Vegito, or other gods of destruction attacks, or something happened? So this will be epic. So without further ado, let's go, let's check, let's read. Okay, let's go. 3, 2, 1, go.
So last time on Dragon Ball Super, Ultra Vegito escaped to Universe 9, only to be erased from the sky by Lord Cedra. But after surviving just barely and penetrating both the god and angel, Ultra Vegito would then go on to continue his god killer rampage, decapitating the god of destruction and then leaving his angel to now suffer the same fate. And in today's manga, we will see exactly if things truly went to plan. But before we begin, join the now...
Okay, let's see. Like, man, this is an amazing thing to see, because after he decapitated Cedra and Cedra is dead, like what will he do to the angels and what causes angels to not to not be killed, and then basically can destroy Vegito's arm? Or is it other gods or other angels is doing, which is not Cedra's angel? So wow, okay, this is interesting.
Over 7 views of the ult, even in higher tiers, get to see the next is already up there as we speak. Click the story continues with us seeing the once calm and collected angel Mojito with a look of despair as he whimpers at just seeing his own god die before his eyes. Still grabbing tightly onto the energy ring around his neck, struggling fruitlessly to escape now that all his angelic powers have left him. Ultra Vegito, meanwhile, remains in the air, still in position, staring at the bloody mess that is...
After the bloody mess of Cedra, And also one of the things that I really love about this Me ARJ is we are seeing back to Dragon Ball Z. What I mean by Dragon Ball Z, imagine, can Super make a decapitated god of destruction with blood overflowing like a waterfall like this? It won't be allowed. Movies nowadays must be child protective and must be safe in viewing of younger childs, because Dragon Ball enemies are often seen as a young or child show. So something like as bloody as this, like this overflowing boom like a waterfall, it won't be allowed in Super. But we usually see, like when Goku crushed Frieza back on Namek and everything, we often see something like this happen. So if this will be transported into an anime, I don't know, will this kind of gore scene be allowed?
Now Cedra, and with a signature smirk lets out, wow, look at all that blood, Cedra. And here I thought you were only full of crap. As following this, Vegito then raises his arm, slowly saying as he does,
he wants
but
a hakai.
I think it's time to say our final goodbye.
He wants a hakai,
Don't you think, Angel?
Oh, okay, the angel.
What? No, leave Lord Cedra alone. You've done enough, you monster. Leaving Mojito to scream and struggle in anguish in the background even more as the heartless Vegito continues to raise his arm until...
Oh yeah, it's Hakai and Mojito.
With a thunderous roar, Ultra Vegito shouts the final words he reserves for all gods after killing them, using their own technique to send them to the realm of nothingness.
Okay.
And like clockwork, Sidra is deceased and
Oh,
decapitated
okay. So he hakai
body,
Cedra's
then
first.
proceeds to
Okay, what a
disintegrate to
mojito too.
dust.
Okay,
Like
he
a
don't have any
sandcastle
power and everything.
breaking down, the once god of destruction of
Sure.
Universe 9
Yeah.
is nothing more than a memory now.
Oh,
No!
Mojito is terrified. Wow.
Sidra! I
like
failed
he
you.
is worried
As
what will
final
happen
time,
next,
the
man.
angel Mojito, who had attended to Sidra for
What will
millennia,
happen next? Oh my
now
god.
watches as his life as he knows it.
One of the god of destruction is now like dead. Like all this god of destruction with full of experience is now
Is
freaking
changed
died.
for eternity, seeing not only his lord, but his student and friend be erased forever.
Yeah.
Eventually leaving Vegito standing with his arm out and with Sidra now completely gone. As Vegito
okay.
finally says,
It's not all over.
let's move on to
To
you,
you now,
Mojito.
Mojito.
Want me to take your head off first? Or do you prefer an old-fashioned
Fashioned
hakai
Hakai
while you're still alive?
Wow. Oh my god.
Vegito!
Like how can Mojito no escape everything? He is entangled with that ring of Vegeta. Let's
Now
see.
that sorrow and sadness
He
has
is
shifted
mad.
completely to complete rage
He's
and
anger. He's angry
unbefitting
of
of an
Vegeta.
angel, as his emotions take
Yeah. His emotion take place while we said angels is
over
is
him, and he
emotionless.
responds, You demon!
Demon.
Mark my words, you will pay for this! Your time is coming soon, Vegito!
Oh.
The minute my father arrives will
Will
be your last minute in existence! What you did to the gods and myself, you will pay for 1,000
Oh
lifetimes!
my god, okay.
But Vegito, upon
Vegeta,
hearing
like,
this,
don't care,
was almost
man.
excited by the words. Not bothered in the slightest by these same threats all the gods have made to him
Yeah.
before.
He
As
don't care anymore
sarcastically
about Grand Prix and
responds,
everything.
Oh, I'm quaking in my boots, Mojito.
He's
Not your
interested.
big bad midget for a
Midget for his
father.
father.
Oh, whatever will I do?
He like
Struggle
don't care,
and
man.
say all you want, Angel. You know as well as I do, this is the end for you. If I were you, I'd have made my last words a lot more positive than those.
A lot more
But each to
positive.
their own, I guess. Enjoy nothingness, you weakling.
Wow. Angel is now a play toy for Vegeta.
As Vegito,
like, wow.
just like before,
Angel, man.
begins
The
raising
deity
his
that we
hand,
see,
ready to
it's
close
so
it at any
overwhelming
instant
with power and
and
now
snap
just a
off
weakling.
Mojito's head
Wow.
identically to Sidra's, upping the tension as he grimaces his face, staring at Mojito and yells, "Ah!"
Oh,
But suddenly
wait, what is happening? Like he is suddenly...
something happens.
Ultra
Vegito's
Vegeta.
face becomes full of shock, as on his
What
left
is happening?
shoulder, blood begins to pour out.
Blood?
But from what?
Wait, what? Mojito doesn't have any strength
My
for...
brother, demon!
Oh, this is Universe 10's Angel, right?
What?
Oh my god, now his arm is decapitated.
Nowhere, what appears to be a young girl suddenly falls from the sky, wielding
Yeah, Universe 10 is God of Destruction from
a
Rumshi
familiar
and
staff
Aggressive.
that effortlessly cuts through Vegito's arm like butter, shockingly severing it completely from the
Wow.
God Killer as he
Oh my
watches
god.
it separate in
Vegito
complete
loses his
shock.
arm. He is in Piccolo who can regenerate his arm. What
My
is...
arm! You! Leaving him to be left unable to even form coherent sentences from the completely unexpected turn of events. As it is
So what
soon
will happen?
revealed, finally, the young girl is none other than Kusu, the
Kusu.
angel of Universe 10,
Yeah,
who
right.
was
I'm
mysteriously
right.
missing from action when
Yeah, I'm right. When Vegito destroyed Rumshi, destroyed Gowasu, destroyed the attendant, Kumshi is not here.
Vegito assassinated Brumchi, an overlooked mistake he will now regret.
Yeah, because he has not find in check where is the
The
angel.
rest of his life. as Kusu continues. I'll be taking those rings back now, Vegito, even if it means if your arm itself too. I have no idea why Lord Rumchi instructed me to stay when he went to confront you, but nothing will hold me back now from protecting my siblings. Kusu?
Yeah.
I thought you had died. There's no way. The sudden arrival, of course, of the petite angel causes Mojito to instantly question in disbelief whether what he sees is really his older sister or just a last fleeting apparition before his untimely death. Eventually, Kusu moves from the stunned in paralysis from the shocked Vegeta
I think he wants
and
to
flies
free
straight
Mojito.
towards her brother,
He wants to
yelling,
free Mojito.
Mojito, are you okay? Which immediately then validates Mojito's thoughts as he yells back with a beaming smile, Kusu, it really is you!
He is shocked.
I can't
He's
believe
happy.
it! Good going on injuring that monster! You really saved me, sister! Eventually, as Kusu arrives next to Mojito, she attempts to calm down her brother, who still clings onto the energy collar around his neck. As she explains the situation that went down in her own universe, saying,
Yeah, room she goes
of
and
course,
everything.
I wouldn't let my little brother go out like that. This Vegito has already managed to erase Lord Rumchi and even killed 2 Supreme Kais while he was at it too. Lord Rumchi had instructed me to stay put and not interfere under any circumstance, and as his attendant, I obeyed. But now that he's gone, I just couldn't stand by and watch anymore. Mojito, it's been a long time since we ever fought together in our training days with Father.
So they will
But
train
today,
together
we'll
and
put
they
an
will
end to this
fight
together
with Vegito
for
together.
the sake of all our brothers and sisters. But hearing this, Mojito can't help but still look at Kusu with confusion and replies, Kusu? He just killed Lord Sidra, and you're saying he killed Rumchi too? Then what do you mean, sister? We can stop him as we are.
We can stop him as we are now. Because Mojito thinks that they don't have any power, right? As the god of destruction is erased.
Now, you know as well as I do, as soon as our god
dies,
dies, our
our
angelic
power
powers instantly become inactive. I am completely powerless right now, and so should you. It's a big mystery how you were even able to damage Vegito like that. What's going on? Kusu, though,
what's this about?
seemingly anticipating such a line of questioning, just smiles back and replies,
How can she has the power?
That would be the case normally. But many years ago, Father told me that within my staff and a number of others, he built certain emergency functions. I do not know the powers the other angels have, but he told me mine was to manually reactivate our angel.
Oh my god, to manually reactivate our angel abilities.
But only for 48 hours.
So he has the power,
he made it clear that it had to be used only in the most necessary of situations. But with Father not having done anything about this monster yet, I'd say this was more an emergency than any. My only issue is, I've expended most of my time by now.
So she has utilized the attack using the angelic power because he has restored her angelic power. But the interesting thing, guys, is here. But with Father not having done anything about this monster yet, this will be something happening in the next episode. I'm thinking Zeno and the guard and Grand Priest has an idea about what's happening. I don't think Grand Priest doesn't realize that the gods are eventually killed, the angels are killed by Vegito. There is a reason why the Grand Priest don't do anything. I am waiting to see what's happening.
Monster yet? Reactivate your powers. You'll have a full 48. You need to use it wisely, Mo.
So he can use a full 48. So he can apply that to all the angels.
And after hearing this explanation, rather than worry about the time limit, Mojito looks at Kusu with a smile and says,
Mojito is happy.
So the rumors were true. Father really did have his favorites. I was
Have
never
his favorite.
given any special
Oh, I was never given any. Oh, Mojito doesn't have any special powers, but Kusu have.
powers.
Okay.
But I guess Father never really did bother to talk to me much. But you, Kusu, what a ridiculous power to have embedded solely for his little Miss
Miss
Perfect.
Perfect.
No matter about the 48 hours. That, along with whatever time you have left, should be more than enough. 2-on-1, and this now one-armed Vegito fellow will be done for. Let's do this, Kusu. To which Kusu then nods back with a serious look and
Okay,
replies,
They will
"Got
fight
it,
together.
brother. Now stand still. This will be quick." And with that,
Okay.
Kusu immediately fires off a beam of divine white aura from the palm of her hand. As instantly, the energy ball hits and surrounds Mojito. In the iconic Ultra Instinct aura,
Okay,
we
so-
know the angels fall.
So Mojito
Surprising even
gaining
Mojito
the Ultra
himself
Instinct
as
again.
he comments, You weren't kidding, Kusu. I can feel my energy return. No, I feel
It's
even stronger than before.
Wow.
This is outstanding.
But he's
And so,
Her
just
power
like
is
that,
amazing.
we then see for the first time dual angels, brother and sister,
Okay,
surrounded
fighting.
in divine mastered Ultra Instinct aura, ready to take on Vegito with all their might. With Kusu screaming, "Alright, Mojito, I probably only have an hour left. For the sake of Father. No. For the
For the
sake of the
fate of the
entire
entire
multiverse,
multiverse, yeah.
we will avenge our fallen brothers."
okay.
To which Mojito gets his
Mojito is
staff in
mad.
position and replies,
Kusu is mad.
"Certainly, my sister.
What will they do?
I will enjoy this demon's final
After
moments."
they can decapitate Vegito with the hands.
God damn it! But meanwhile, back with Vegito, the adrenaline from the shock of seeing what Kusu did to him finally fades, and the pain and burn of his now blood-spewing shoulder begins to set
Blood
in.
support.
As he clutches his shoulder to stem the blood and yells angrily, "You! What have you done to me? My arm! My rings! You'll
He is
die a
mad.
1,000 deaths for this angel!"
He is mad. Ultra Vegito is mad.
And now the look of anger never
Oh,
before seen so
Ultra
intensely
Vegito
on
this
Vegito's
time
face
is really,
as
really
veins
mad.
bulge over not only his face, but in the whites of his eyes too. He lets out intimidatingly, "First, your damn daddy locks me up for 10 years of my life, making your own brother whis off himself just to make things right. And then you take my entire family away from me for eternity. And now you undo what your own brother wished for and take away my own arm from me too. Why don't you damn angels just accept your punishment and die already?"
Okay. Vegito is mad.
And with just one arm still leaking a
He like still attacked while he only have
trail
one
of
arm and
blood,
like Vegito don't care.
Vegito rushes in at the two angels, angrier than ever. But unfortunately, weaker too than ever after training for a year non-stop in the GT timeline, surviving a planetary hakai, and hakaiing Lord Sidra, all without a second of rest.
Yeah. He doesn't have any rest and now his arms is decapitated, blood is rushing all over. I'm not thinking he is that strong to fight two angels, man.
And ultimately, the two angels, in all their wisdom, know this too, smiling without a hint of fear in their heart as Vegito approaches, with Kusu thinking, "And here, the fall finally comes."
Okay.
With Vegito beginning with an enraged punch that uncharacteristically misses under the exceptional movements of Kusu's Ultra Instinct, with the little girl commenting, "Too slow, God Killer."
Oh.
And as As her confidence
Oh,
grows, a
no.
smirk comes across her lips as she
Man, this is like one of the hardest fights so far. Like
continues.
full power
I
to
guess since you're
angel
missing an arm, I don't need to worry about a follow-up
follow-up
attack.
attack.
I guess it's my turn now then. Ah!
It will crush
Suddenly,
Vegeta.
with alarming speed and power, Kusu swings her staff right at Vegito.
It will crush Vegeta.
For a moment, Vegito is left frozen. He wonders if he does anything to stop the staff, will it just slice through him again? Not this time, you witch! But ultimately,
Oh,
he brings
he-
his arm
he
up at the
takes-
last second,
he
knowing
takes
as long as he
Kusu's-
isn't caught off guard and his arm is imbued with his ki, her staff will not cut through anything.
But there is Mojito. Vegeta, don't forget.
But unfortunately, even with that block, there was nothing in the way now to
Ooh.
defend himself on the
Okay.
other side as Kusu instinctively follows up with
Oh, Kusu using Ultra Instinct and Crush from the other side because Vegeta can't defend himself due to the missing of his
the
arm.
kick that lands, sending Vegito flying as he thinks.
Okay.
Damn it! I haven't got used to having one arm yet. Still
Yeah.
think it's there when it's not.
Yeah, he forgot.
Can't fight like this.
He forgot that
I
he
need
has
to.
an arm.
What?
No, there's a
Vegito can
Mojito.
even finish his thoughts. Right behind him
There's
appears
Mojito is
Mojito.
already
He
attacking.
too gripping his angel staff with both hands until
Boom, crushing Ultra. This
Vegito
is like the
slammed on the
most
back of
ever
his neck
Vegito
with
is
a
like
blow
being
that would
really
normally
damaged, being
leave anyone
really
paralyzed.
almost killed,
As
man.
Vegito coughs out blood and momentarily loses consciousness, being sent now flying uncontrollably toward the depths of space.
Boom, he's like crushed.
I conduct a
Like,
free
man.
weekly life drive.
Like, man, this is so far the most ever Vegito is beat out of all
Sister, it's working just as you thought.
out of all the battles
Father
we
would
see.
be
This
proud.
is
This
like the
mortal
most
upstart doesn't even stand a chance. To which
Vegeta
Kusu,
really
with
have-
an even bigger smile
really
replies,
have
and
trouble.
only barely 10 minutes have passed,
passed,
brother.
brother.
We still have plenty of time to finish this and have some fun with him too.
This is the wrong thing. When you are thinking Vegito is finished, you don't finish him fast. You will regret it later. Both Kushu and Mojito. You don't finish Vegito
Ferociously
now,
continue
you
to chase
will
after
regret it for
Vegito's
your life.
vulnerable flailing body. Still not satisfied with the damage they've already inflicted on the same. Eventually though, Vegito manages to regain himself in the midst of space, staring into his impending fate as both
Okay.
angels rush in. In the brief seconds he has left, he continues to think to himself, No, this isn't how this was supposed to go.
Yeah.
I've lost too much blood and energy. Surprise attack after surprise attack has
Yeah.
drained all my
Because
energy
he is
just
battling,
trying
keep
to
battling,
survive.
keep battling.
And with one arm,
He don't
I
have
don't
any
have a
energy
hope in hell of defending myself to pull
to
off
pull
a
off a
win.
win.
What is even going on here? We said their powers should have deactivated the minute the gods died.
Yeah.
It happened with Korn. Why isn't it the same?
Why isn't it the same time? Yeah, because he has the emergency ability, Vegito.
Something is wrong, but I don't know what. I need to get out of here.
Because Kusu
Regroup.
and regroup.
Hello, God Killer. Miss us?
Because
But
Kusu
time
has
is cut
emergency
short,
ability.
as in a flash, both
Vegeta can do
Vegito and
anything now.
Kusu
What
appear
happened?
before the same
I don't want to
menacing,
vote on
smiling
Vegito,
from ear to
but
ear,
the
knowing
Angels
just how
isn't
helpless the once feared
isn't good
God
enough to
Killer
be
now
voted because
is.
they are
As
happy to
Vegito
kill
says,
Vegito,
"Now
and they're
be a
happy to
good
see
boy and let
and
me
let me
chop
chop
off
off that
other
other
arm
arm."
too. I wouldn't want
Wait. The angels themselves are like in this series particular are really evil. They like let their guts kill Vegito, and now when Vegito want to take revenge, they are mad as well. So they don't like to be killed, but they want to kill others so easily, and they're so happy just letting their gods killing on and destruct other
you
planets.
to use those remaining time rings, would we, Kusu? Solar
Oh, he used solar flare to create the burn in the eyes of Kusu and also Mojito. And also one thing I really love about Arch here, like Ultra Vegito utilizes legend techniques of Goku, like solar flare. Like we often see, like he uses a planetary destruction technique, hakai. He utilizes ultra instinct. So all his power is the angels and god destruction high level techniques. But now he going back down to the basics, and it is interesting.
But while the cocky angels take their time threatening the thought to be helpless Vegito, the fused Saiyan unexpectedly takes a page from Tien Shinhan's book and unleashes an incredible bright light that blinds even the angels.
Boom, okay. Now Vegito will use his
As both Mojito and his sister close their eyes momentarily and cover them from the burning bright light, leaving Vegito finally some time to make his escape as he says to himself, "Got him! Enjoy seeing nothing but white lights, you freak! A little gift from one of your victims. His name was Tien."
Okay, he fly away.
Just like that, Vegito rushes off, leaving the two angels in his dust, his arm still bleeding as he looks back knowing he can't even risk attacking them in this state.
Yep.
All he can do is run, whether he likes it or not.
because he is too weak for now.
Vegito plots course to a random planet below to find anywhere at all to hide or recover in some way. He still has some of the time rings left, but would he really escape without retrieving his arm to reattach?
Yeah.
Eventually, Vegito arrives on the surface of the planet with a small thud, and for just a brief moment, he looks around to survey his surroundings, thinking, "What? This planet literally has no life force at all. It's nothing but rocks.
He don't have anything.
Barely anywhere to get some space." As Vegito then grunts as he continues to run frantically to find any sort of cover to hide from the hunting angels above, thinking to himself,
what can he do
"There's
now?
got to be something around here. How can this massive planet not have even a hint of life? It's basically a glorified moon."
Glorified moon.
Finally, this will do for now. But eventually, though, Vegito does find himself at the foot of a large cave entrance. Pitch black inside, he decides to enter with his godly energy signature completely untraceable. But once inside and calming down in the darkness, he begins to think on his next moves, still grabbing onto his bloody shoulder, trying to remain conscious.
What will Vegito do now?
They should have recovered from that solar flare by now, but they'll never figure out I'm here. They probably think I escaped with the staff, or even my current time rings. But there's no way in hell I'm leaving without that arm.
Yeah.
Each of those
Because he wants to get that arm
rings
again.
provides instant access to another timeline. And on top of that, if I get that arm soon enough, I'll still be able to reattach it.
Oh,
we know exactly
wait, they are
how
there.
important that arm is to you, demon.
They are there.
But suddenly, Vegito's calm thoughts are interrupted by a pair of familiar voices quickly yelling at him in tandem. Vegito slowly turns his head into the darkness, seeing nothing at first as he comments, "What the? Who's there? No,
It's Mojito.
It couldn't be."
It's Mojito.
And in a scene straight out of a horror flick, two pairs of
Mojito
demonic-looking
and
eyes with two
from
creepy grins
angels.
to match.
See, evil man. They're more evil than Vegito. It really is. Like they're not a godly, kind, pure-hearted angel, but now they're already a demon.
Suddenly appear from within the darkness.
Oh.
Through whatever means, The angels have found Vegeta.
How can they found and get to the place where Vegeta arrived
And
first?
there is no way to escape. But that was it for today's video, guys. And if you made it this far, leave me a hashtag no escape in the comments down below. And let me know how, if even possible, Vegito could get himself out of this situation.
Yeah, that's the question. How can he
But if you need to know now and want to see the next chapter, then go ahead and support me on my Patreon, where for just $3,
Wait, like, oh my god, his arm may be gone, but since when has that stopped Vegeta fighting at his best with his legs? This is my prediction. We'll get a call back to Majin Buu himself when he decided to fight with just his legs. Oh yeah, maybe it can be fighting with his legs, huh? You can take away the Dragon Balls, you can take away part of his body, but you can never take Ultra Vegeta vengeful fighting spirit. Wow, this is interesting. For me, really, Arj is just so creative and just so amazingly, shockingly amazing. Just how he can create such an amazing plot twist from Vegito to the God Killer winning side to the losing side, and now in the edge of death. Like, man, this is just so interesting to see, and I'm really interesting. He may escape with his legs, but there's a cave, right? So his way out is limited. He will be crushed by the two angels. Other than he will force himself to utilize the time rings or what. But if he doesn't take his hands first, then he escaped. The angels will just follow him to the other dimension. I don't really think of any way other than he fights. He like force himself to fight. Both Kusu and Mojito, in whatever shape he may be now, or else he won't get free. But I'm really interested to really see the continuation of this, but we'll check it out in the next reaction video. Bye.